Good morning, children. Today we will start our next topic, chapter 2, exponents and powers. Children, you have studied this chapter in your previous class also. So let us take a quick review. Okay. So what do you mean by the term exponents? So exponents means, suppose if I write x raised to the power n, means x is multiplied n times, x into x into x into x and so on. So we can say that x is multiplied n times and it can be read as x raised to the power n. Here x is called the base and n is called the exponent or power or index. Okay, so this notation, this whole x raised to the power n notation is called the exponential form or power notation. Okay, suppose 10 raised to the power 4. So this 10 is called the base and 4 is called the exponent. Okay, so how we will write this? 10 raised to the power 4, and we will write like this: 10 multiply 10 multiply 10 multiply 10 means 10 multiplied by 4 times. So this you have studied in your previous class, but now we will study the about negative powers. If the power is negative, then if I write 10 raised to the power minus 4, so then we will do the reciprocal of that power. Okay, then it will become positive. Suppose I have written 10 raised to the power minus 4, then I will do the reciprocal means 1 upon 10 raised to the power 4. Again 1 upon 10 will multiply it by 4 times. Clear, children? So let us come about laws of exponents. What does law 1 state? Law 1 says that if the bases are same, means if the bases are same and the powers are in multiplication form, then we will add the powers. Suppose 2 raised to the power 5 into 2 raised to the power 7, then we will add them, means 2 raised to the power 5 plus 7, that will be 2 raised to the power 12. Let us take one negative example. 6 raised to the power minus 4 multiply 6 raised to the power 3. So we have to add the powers. So 6 raised to the power minus 4 plus 3. So children, one is the sign of negative and one is positive. So minus plus, it is minus. So 4 minus 3, it will be 1, and the sign will be of greater value. Then 6 raised to the power minus 1. But don't leave your answer here, because we have to show our answer in positive form. So what we will do, I have told you before also that we will do the reciprocal. So 6 raised to the power 1 will be 1 upon 6. Clear? Now comes to law 2. If powers are in division form, then we will subtract them. Okay, but if the condition is m is greater than n, means if 5 raised to the power 5, it is m and this is n, so we will subtract them, means 5 minus 3, 2, then 5 raised to the power 2. And children, one more thing, if in your question it has been asked that simplify your answer, so you have to give your answer in this way, means 5 raised to the power 2 will be 25. And if it has been asked that leave your answer in exponential form, so don't write like this, leave your answer here only in exponential way. In this way, in this also, if the powers are in division, then we have to subtract them, means minus minus, it will be plus, means 3 plus 2 5, but sign will be of minus. Then it is negative, then we will do the reciprocal, means 1 upon 6 raised to the power 5. Now comes to law 3. In law 2 we have seen that m is greater than n, but in law 3 here n is greater than m. Then we have to do the reciprocal. Means if 3 raised to the power 2 upon 3 raised to the power 6, then n is greater and m is smaller. Then we will do the reciprocal, means 1 upon 3 raised to the power, then you will subtract 2 from 6. 6 minus 2, that will be 1 upon 3 raised to the power 4, and it will be 1 upon 81. Okay. Now let us take one more example. 6 raised to the power minus 3 upon 6 raised to the power minus 2. Then we will do the reciprocal again. Minus 2 minus 3, then minus will be plus. Then 3 minus 2, 1, and it will be 1 upon 6. Okay. Now comes to law 4. If x raised to the power m whole power n, it will be x raised to the power mn. Means if 3 raised to the power 2 has whole power 3, then 3 raised to the power, we will multiply the powers, means 2 into 3, that will be 3 raised to the power 6. Okay. And if it is in negative form, then place the sign of negative value. Okay. Now comes to law 5. Children, this is very important, that if any number has power 0, then it will be 1. Means suppose if 5 raised to the power 0, it will be 1. Clear? Now comes to law 6. If x raised to the power m equals to x raised to the power n, means children, if bases are same, so powers will be separated by equal sign. This is very important law. It comes in your exercise when it has been asked find the value of x. When they ask to find the value of x, then how you will find? Means 2 raised to the power x equals to 2 raised to the power 5. Then it will be, then what will be the value of x? X equals to 5. Okay, then value of x will be 5. Now comes to fractional powers. Children, till now you have seen that powers are in whole numbers. Okay, whole numbers. But if the power is in fraction form means x upon y, m upon n, means in fraction form, then how you will solve that? Means this is the sign of square root, x square root, and whatever value is of n. Okay, you will write here. Let us take one example. If x raised to the power 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2 is in fraction form, then how we will write? X raised to the power x square root, and then you will write 2 here. Okay, like this also x raised to the power 1 upon 3, then square root x, and you will write 3 here. So how you will solve this type of questions? Now see, if it has been written 4 raised to the power 1 upon 2, then what you will do? If 4 raised to the power 1 upon 2, then you can write this 4 like this. Okay, means 2 raised to the power 2. 2 raised to the power 2 means 2 into 2, means 2 is multiplied by 2 times, that is 4. Can I write it like this? Yes, means whole power. Now this 4 has power 1 upon 2. Now I have written this 4 like this, 2 raised to the power 2, and this 1 upon 2 here, means whole power 1 upon 2. Clear this thing? This 4 I have written like this, means in power form. 2 raised to the power 2 is 4 only, and 1 upon 2 is the whole power. Then how we will solve this? To this I have told you, this law is applied here. Okay, x raised to the power m whole power n, means powers will be multiplied. Then 2 multiply 1 upon 2. Got it? This 2 will cancel from this 2, and what is left? 2 raised to the power 1 only, because 2 ones are 2 and 1 multiply 1, 1. Then 2 raised to the power 1 will be 2 only. Clear, children? Now we will do some questions of your exercise 2A in next video. Okay.